Hi, this is Alex from Easy Delicious Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make an amazingly delicious salad. It's an Italian salad called Panzanella. The key ingredient is the tomatoes, lovely cherry tomatoes full of flavour, some stale bread, a sprig of thyme, carrot, capsicum, feta cheese which is optional, parmesan, shallots and garlic, salt and pepper, olive oil and red wine vinegar. First thing we'll do is we'll cut the bread up into small even pieces, and the whole idea then is we're going to fry that in a little bit of olive oil, add a little bit of salt to it, and the whole idea is you want the bread to be crispy on the outside and nice and soft on the inside, so when we put it into the salad it absorbs all those juices. So just cut it into whatever size you pick is fine, but once you pick the size of bread, try and keep them all the same size if you can. That's important. So we'll cut the bread up. So there's the bread that's been cut up. I'll do the rest. I'll put them aside. So I'll cut this as well, but you can see the pieces and what they look like. It's better to do it with stale, a day or two old bread, because it's a little bit crusty already and it's a little bit dry and it's obviously a lot more thirsty. So when you put it into the rest of the salad, it'll absorb those juices very quickly. So what we'll do now is I'll get a frying pan, just a light frying pan, put them in there. I'll cut that as well, just showing you what I'm doing. A little bit of olive oil to start the process rolling, a little bit of salt, and I'll start frying that. So I'll cut this, and when I start frying it, I'll get back to you. There's the bread. Just keep tossing it. It's a low heat. I don't want to burn it. The last thing I want to do is burn this bread. But I do want it to have a golden colour on the outside. So the whole idea is just keep mixing it, making sure that not the side is burnt. And keep an eye on it. This won't take long, maybe a couple, no, more than that. Say 3-4 minutes. And then the bread will be ready. So once that's done, I'm going to set it aside to cool down because we don't want hot bread going into a cool salad. So just keep an eye on it. Like I said, it's absorbed all that oil that I put in initially. I'll wait a little bit longer and I might add some more olive oil. I just want to see how it starts to brown. This salad is very versatile. You can add whatever you want to it, I guess. You can add cucumbers and greens and whatever you, but I'm keeping it very simple with the ingredients that I've shown you. The flavour will come out of the juices from the tomatoes. So once this is done, I'll set it aside and then we'll go back to the tomatoes. I'm going to cut them up and salt them and let them sit there for 20 minutes to get all those beautiful flavoursome juices out, and then this bread of course is going to absorb all that. As you can see, I'm not very good at this. Never mind. Okay then, we're almost there. The idea now is that if you press it, it feels crunchy, but it still gives way. So in the middle it's still nice and soft, but on the outside it's becoming crunchy. So I don't think we're far from it. I can actually stop it now, but I like a little bit more colour, so I'm going to keep going a little bit more, but you got the idea. And I think this will do. There's the bowl, there's the tomatoes, very easy. Just going to cut them in half. You want to cut them. If you leave them whole, they won't release their juices. So I usually try to cut them diagonally. And don't skimp on the tomatoes. That's where the flavour's going to come. So this black Russian tomato, I'm going to cut into quarters because it's a large one. Well, so you can see what I'm doing. These little gems are full of flavour that we're going to unleash. And how do we do that? Well, we'll cut all the tomatoes in there. Then I'm going to add some salt. The salt will draw out the juices. Then I'm going to mix it in with some olive oil. Mix it together and let it sit there. 20 minutes, whatever. And you know, you move the tomatoes back and you'll see if there's juices, if the juices have formed, then that's where we want to be. If not, let it sit a bit more, maybe a little bit more salt. But this might take about 20 minutes to half an hour, but it's worth it. That juice that comes out of the tomatoes is gold. All right, I'll just keep going, and once I've done that, I'll show you what I do with it. Couple of quick points. Don't be afraid to taste the tomatoes. I will. And again, the flavour is amazing. This is a new knife. My nephew and niece bought it for me. Love them dearly. It's all about family. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for that beautiful gift you've given me. I will treasure it. The bread is still warm. I should have done this in the pan, but I didn't. So you don't have to do this, but I'm going to add a little bit of freshly ground parmesan onto this bread. And it's still warm enough to keep the cheese. So there it is. So that's done. And there's my tomatoes. So two key ingredients will go in now. Salt and olive oil. And don't be shy with the salt. Might have to add more. Just give it a good mix. Let every one of these berries get quite coated with some salt. And now add olive oil. Lots of flavour in olive oil, and this is a perfect salad for it. Give it a good mix. And you taste one. Oh, probably needs a little bit more salt. There we go. Give that a good mix. So now what I'll do is I'll set these tomatoes aside. So they can release their juice, and I'll get back to them in about half an hour. So it's time for the garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice the garlic very finely. And just put that in the bread, on the bread. And why do I use shallots? Well, You can use small red onion. Brown onion, not so good. Just that shallots are much milder in flavour, and I do not want to put anything in the salad that will detract from the flavour of those tomatoes. I hope you can see it. There's a lot of juice there now. So that's what I want. It's actually swimming in juice. So all that flavour now has come out of the tomatoes. I've got 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar here. I'll add 2 just to start with. Give it a mix and just try 1 tomato to see. I'll probably add the rest of it, but we'll just see. There's your 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar in the garnish. So let's just try the bread. Say no more. There you have it. There's the salad. Now don't forget, once you finish making the salad, it's much better if you put it in the fridge for an hour or even a little bit longer so it can cool down, give it time. And then you can serve it. Now imagine this amazingly delicious salad being served chilled on a hot summer's afternoon when you're serving the meal with it. Glass of white wine. I'm in heaven. Absolutely. Sharing it with my friends and family. Okay. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Till next time. Goodbye.